Welcome back to Success Leaves Clues. I want to ask you a question. Are you rushing the process? Or if you've already been through it, did you rush the process? Because if the answer is yes, and you're trying to force this recruiting process, odds say you're not ready to get recruited. And that's okay. But I've seen this probably hundreds of times, is a player goes out, they're so concentrated on sending emails and having interaction. They hit every showcase, every camp they can. They post the highlight videos. But when they call your high school coach, which they're going to do, so you can't hide from that person, or they go watch you in a real game, that they're not even the best player on the team or top 3 players on the team. Now, depending where you play, that may vary. Little tiny public school, you should be the best player. Powerhouse, well, you should be a top 5, right? And so that's not the recruiting issue. That's a development issue. That's a, hey, I can't help my team as much as I want to just yet type of problem. So think about yourself in your game. Is if we were to put a spotlight on you and break you down in terms of what you bring to the table right before you go out on stage, right? And instead of coaches seeing your talent, right, your metrics or who you are, they start to see the things you cannot do because they want to know everything about you. And once they see those holes and you go to a camp and you're not ready, they kind of write you off, right? You put a bad taste in their mouth. And so what's the better strategy of the recruiting process? Don't try to force the process to start. Focus on separating yourself to where you're really good and you're really valuable to your high school team, that your coach is like, I need to call some schools on your behalf. And if you're a great teammate, if you're a great locker room leader, if you're great in the weight room, all those little factors start to add up and you get some equity within your coach. And he's like, we got to find you a home. Another coach would love to have you. And so then your game starts to get recognition and attention, and that's when your process will start. But here's the takeaway today is don't rush it. Don't force it. Build the game that earns the call that you get and stop begging for it. Because in the end, if you're good, they'll find you. And I say this often, it's not about when you commit. It's just a matter of if you get that opportunity. And so play the long game, develop, so that somebody wants you.